Hi guys, so in efforts to make more YouTube videos and sort of show you what we do here, we're going to start off something real simple. And seeing as we're selling a lot of them due to the time of year, I'm going to show you how we make these strop kits and what actually goes into one of these. There's a surprising number of processes which shows off a surprising number of tools. So far, this is all we've done. So all it is a piece of oak that is 300mm long, it's 50mm wide, and we've made 2 cuts. So the next step then is to mark this. We use a fence to dictate the thickness to cut these, which is dead easy to set up. So all I've got here is a jig that we made up, and this jig has now got my piece of wood clamped into it. All I'm going to do is just translate that all the way around, like so. Take it out of the jig again, and that's what I end up with. We'll now chop this out on a saw, and then we'll clean it up with a linisher and a bobbin sander. Okay, so now we've got our basic shape sorted with nice sanded little rads in here. We need to clean this section up because it's still quite rough from the saw, and clean this little rad up on the top. To do that, we're going to use a linisher, and this is a KMG or a knife maker's grinder, or a linisher, whatever you want to call it. This particular one has got a fairly worn 120 grit belt on, but we will do videos drilling down onto what these machines actually are. For the purpose of this video, however, we're just going to quickly show you what we use it for this process. So now that's all sanded all the way around, it's nice and round, nice and smooth. We now want to take this corner off, just to make it nice to hold because it's quite sharp, and we're going to do that using a router table. We've already set the height on the router table. Like I said, we're going to go in more in depth on what these tools actually do and what we actually use them for. But for now we're just going to knock this corner off, so it's got a really nice smooth chamfer on all the way around. Okay, so we've just come off the router table, and we've cleaned up all this nice chamfer now. I'm not sure if you can make that out, but we'll do a close-up of the finished one anyway. We've gone back into the original jig, and now what we're going to do, this jig helps us sight the hole, which is acts as a lanyard hole, or to hang it up with, or to screw it down to a bench for when you're actually using it to strop with. And now to countersink. So here we're just applying a light coat of linseed oil. This is boiled linseed oil, available from any shop really, any hardware shop. It just gives a nice finish and seals it all up. We don't do the whole paddle because obviously the main flats of the paddle will be covered in leather. So we need to obviously bond a piece of leather to the top of there, and the oil doesn't help us do that. So any exposed surface now gets oiled and left to dry. Normally we wouldn't oil just one at a time, we'd be oiling on sort of 10 or 20 at a time, because we do make these in batches. Yeah, so this is just a precaution to keep it keep it all sealed and clean. Okay, so now we've got our nice piece of oiled oak. We're now ready to bond the leather to it. We use a contact adhesive. These are just 2 pieces of leather. I'm not going to show you us cutting out strips of leather, it's very boring. But on one side we've got the Emberleaf logo, and this is the side we use for the smooth side of the strop. And on this side we use the rough side, and we actually score into the leather, so we sort of key it up so it doesn't slip around on the wood too much. But once it's glued, that's it, we're away. It's very, very simple. You just apply glue to the actual leather itself. Nice amount. All we're going to do, just press that down. It dries very quickly. It bonds very quickly, so we can actually just flip her over and do the other side. This is the smooth side, so I've done the rough side, and then this will be smooth side up with the logo. Just press that down. Now once this is dry, we sometimes need to trim the end of the leather off, and any glue that might have spilled out from the sides, because it just rubs off. Nice and easy, one completed strop. And I'll quickly show you what actually comes in the full kit. Let's put the lid on that. So in the full kit then, if you order one of these online, they're sold on the website separately, but they also come as part of the knife kits and part of the packages and stuff like that. So, there are loads of ways of getting your hands on one. So this is what you'll see, is the Emberleaf bag, same thing the knife comes in. And inside here, we have one finished strop, like we've just made, exactly the same, one rough side, one smooth. Then we have a little black bundle, and this is a microfiber cloth for cleaning the knife and stuff, and this is the abrasive paste. This is a 2 micron abrasive suspended in wax, and that is used to abrade into the leather, which you then strop on, and we will do another video on that another time. That's probably the next video we'll put out, in fact. Also in the bag is a little bottle of Emberleaf branded camellia oil, and this stuff is really good. It's great for keeping your blades from rusting, although most of the knives we make are stainless. Stainless can still rust if kept in a wet sheath or kept bloody or whatever. It will rust, but this is great because this will help break down any bacteria on there, helps protect the sheath, certainly won't hurt the knife at all, and it's sort of best practice really. It's also food safe as well, so it means that if you do oil your knife and then go to use it, you don't have to worry about wiping it off before putting it into a carcass or actually using it yourself. So yeah, that's the whole kit. They're £30 plus shipping, that includes the VAT on the website, and I'll put a little link in the description, and yeah, you can have a look at them at your leisure. Cheers, guys.